Glamorgan claimed their first LV County Championship win of the summer, dramatically chasing down 351 to beat Northamptonshire in the final over of their match at Wantage Road. Thus far there'd been only play on day 2, in which the home side made 336 for 5. They added 14 runs to that in 4 overs before a declaration and a pair of forfeits set Glamorgan 351 in 90 overs. David Sales finishing unbeaten on 138. Glamorgan then lost Will Bragg to the second ball of their chase. It was hardly the start that the Welshmen wanted. They'd had a wretched first half of the season before the break, and their target now seemed a long way off. But Gareth Rees and Stuart Walters did their level best to lay a decent platform for the rest to follow. They put on 51 for the second wicket. Andrew Hall then broke through by bowling Walters via the inside edge for 29 at 52 for 2 in the 14th over. Rees had made a sluggish start to his innings, and he had a life on 14 when he just managed to get the ball over the bowler Jack Brooks. Northamptonshire knew that Marcus North would be the danger man. He's made a very good start to his Glamorgan career, and while others may have had doubts that these runs could be chased down, you can bet that North thought that his side had every chance. But a stunning catch by Stephen Peters put Northamptonshire back on top. The dismissal of Rees is worth seeing again for the speed of Peters' reactions at Silly Point, a catch that reduced Glamorgan to 100 for 3. So 251 were now needed in 57.5 overs, a big ask, but with North still there and looking increasingly comfortable, there was still an outside chance of a very famous win for the LV County Championship's bottom county. North had now been joined by Ben Wright, who also played some attractive strokes in a crucial partnership, which at least kept his side in this contest. Those who thought that Glamorgan would roll over under the pressure were mistaken. Indeed, Wright swept James Middlebrook for a maximum to switch the pressure back on to their opposition. North again batted beautifully and reached a 50 for the 5th time in 7 innings since heading to Wales. He'd got there off 99 balls, and that superb shot brought him his 8th boundary. He added a 6 to that as he and Wright took their partnership for the 4th wicket to 81 in 23 overs. That's where it was ended by David Willey, who had Wright taken behind off a fine tickle for 34 just into the final session. And crucially, it seemed, North was out in Willey's next over as he rearranged North's stumps after the batsman had made 73. That left Glamorgan on 192 for 5, now needing 159 off 32 overs. They had time, but any more losses of wickets would put them in some trouble. Not that that seemed to bother Jim Allenby, who gave clear signs that Glamorgan were not giving up the fight by striking 2 sixes early in his innings, these both coming in 1 Middlebrook over. Indeed, Allenby played a blinder, reaching an important half-century off 68 balls, an innings including 4 fours and those 2 sixes. His partnership with Mark Wallace was the key one of the innings, and the Glamorgan skipper was even quicker in getting to his 50, his arriving off 67 deliveries. So both batsmen were well set and had taken the target down to only 45 off 8.5 overs when Wallace drove Kyle Kurtzer, who'd just been brought on for a rare bowl, to Rob Newton. That ended a match-winning partnership of 114 in 24 overs. Wallace went for 54 and was soon followed by James Harris as the panic began to set in. He was sold short by Allenby and was run out by Alex Wakely's accurate throw from the deep. So now Glamorgan required 32 off 34 balls, and 22-year-old John Glover, in only his 14th first-class appearance, picked the perfect moment to hit his highest ever score. Having dispatched Willey for 2 fours in 1 over, he then brilliantly cut Hall's bouncer over the third-man boundary for a 6 to bring the target down to 7 off the final 2 overs. And to the first ball of the last one, the excellent Allenby cut Hall away for the 2 runs that were wanted to start the Glamorgan celebrations. He ended unbeaten on 67 with Glover on 21. It really was a masterful chase to win by 3 wickets with just 5 balls to spare, and the 17 points accrued for their success lifts Glamorgan off the foot of the second division table. For Northamptonshire, it was an opportunity missed. A win would have put them into the promotion places, but instead they remained 10 points off second spot, having played a game more.